Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, welcome back to... Oh, oh no. I've been away from this game for a very long time. Uh, Welcome back to Elden Ring. I'm probably going to call it Nightreign on accident. Basically, I was... Just a short little recap, because it's been a year. I was playing some Elden Ring because, A, I kind of had an itch for it. Just wanted to play a bit of it. B, Nightreign was coming out soon, and it was based on Elden Ring, and therefore I figured I'd get a little practice in, remember the controls, etc., before moving over. Boy, is that only a one-way skill transfer. We'll come back to that. And see, I was like, it might be fun to do a playthrough and like push towards the end and then go do Shadow of the Erdtree, because I never actually played Shadow of the Erdtree. I just did the one Elden Ring playthrough before the DLC came out, right when Elden Ring itself came out, and then haven't touched the game since. And so then we came here, and I know I was doing like a spellcast rebuild. It was pew pew with like the fun laser spells and stuff. I don't even know what spells I had, by the way. I spent a few minutes looking around in my inventory and stuff, and I watched the last few minutes of my last video before Nightreign happened, and so I remember why we're here talking to Selen. And then I don't remember how to play this game, so my controls are all bad. So, here's the thing. I played a lot of Nightreign over the last year. Had a group of, still have, have a group of friends. We got really into it. We were basically playing Nightreign every single night, doing like one or two runs, sometimes more, sometimes less, every night for like 5 or 6 months, something like that. Like, we played a lot. And there's a very good chance that if it hasn't happened already, some of those Nightreign videos will be coming up onto the YouTube channel, so that might happen. So here's the thing. My skills in this game are going to be horrible, because this game looks and feels and seems very similar to Nightreign, but it plays very, 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 very differently. Plus different controls, like, oh hey, let me sprint. Let me hit the sprint button. Oh right, that's crouch in this game. Instead I have to do the nonsense, like hold the dodge button to move fast. Oh gosh, and now I got like the claw on my controller, and it's gonna be a mess. Anyway, so there's that. The other thing is I want to try another build. I want to go probably Faith Strength, maybe Faith Dex. I kind of want to be a little less spellcastery and a little more melee focused. We could just do that. I could just go respec. I was looking, I had to see my inventory here. Gosh, there's so many mechanics and things that I just forgot about because of this game, versus like Nightreign. But key items, question mark. I have like 7 things. Yeah, 7 of these. So we could respec. I'm not afraid of that. I know that I have been avoiding all of the faith-based spells because I wasn't going to do faith stuff. Now I want to respec to a faith thing. So I'm genuinely not sure if I want to just like pause this, leave this playthrough as is, maybe come back to it later, maybe not. I at least want to see through Selen's quest. It's unlikely that I will do this again if I do go down a faith-based route, but maybe not, I don't know. But I'm not sure if I want to restart, just do like a whole new, brand new playthrough or not. I'm not sure. Genuinely, I'm seeking advice. What would you like to see? You, a viewer on the YouTube. Do you think I should restart? If I were playing on my own, if I were not doing this for YouTube, loading into this game, look at my inventory and going, I don't remember any of this at all. I had no idea what melee weapons I was using. I was actually like shocked to see that I'm using claws. I'm like, wait, why do I have like a level 17 claw or something? Yeah, level 17 keen hook claws. What? I don't even know what my stats are. This is the first time I'm looking at those. Oh yeah, 60 int, 20 dex. Everything else is just kind of whatever I needed to like equip stuff, probably, right? Do I have something here that requires 11 strength? No, but I probably did at some point. That's 10. I don't know, man. Why do I have this talisman? That's a weird talisman. Why am I not using America's Scar Seal? That's a good question. I am now. Raises dex, raises faith. I mean, like, we have some good stuff here. Man, faster spells is also probably really good. Potency of sorceries? Why am I not using any of these things? What the hell? Anyway, all of this aside, also, there's the other automatic problem of, like, I can probably suss out some of the places that I've been. Like, we have... Oh gosh, where is it? We have the Schiefer Well on the map. And obviously, like, I have some of the underground map as well. But, like, did we clear out the abandoned cave? I don't know. Probably not. Street of Sage's Ruins? Did I do everything there? Probably. What else is that on the map? I don't know. I remember some of my progress with some of the quests. Anyway, so it's a mess. It's a mess. I don't remember any of this stuff. I'm not going to watch all my own YouTube videos. That's just a ridiculous ask. Why would I watch my own stuff? I mean, I could, but, like, that's so much. So I'm not sure if I want to do another run through of the game, start over fresh. I would familiarize myself with the game. I know it's probably not the most riveting content, so I would probably, like, off camera, you know, run around a bunch of the middle area here in Limgrave. What's this first area called? Limgrave. I thought Limgrave was... Oh. The Lands Between? I don't know. Limveld? Gosh, what is it called now in Nightreign? It doesn't matter. So I'd probably go up, like, get access to Stormvale and kind of start there. Probably catch on camera anytime I'm doing anything fun or interesting, like making sure that I get invaded by What's-His-Face and talk to Patches, and we gotta find Bach, who's over here somewhere. I think he's just, like, here in the woods somewhere. I don't know. So I might just do that. I might just do that and pivot to a new run. I'm not sure. So now that I have spent like 10 minutes just kind of yapping and hemming and hawing and not really knowing what I want to do, let's change things. So I guess just the last thought here. The last big thing is over on the right, but we'll find him in here. The one big thing that I would, like, genuinely miss having, and I would kind of regret starting my game over for, would be Dung Eater, because he's kind of a pain in the butt to get. And I would just straight up do that again. I want to do a run with Dung Eater. He seems very strong. I like having him around. Not as he is, but as a puppet. That's pretty cool. So I would just straight up do that again, which is kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, and, like, I don't even know... How are we on flasks and things? I haven't looked at any of this stuff. 4 healing, 9 FP. Yeah. I don't even know what spells I was using. We got the Carrion Regal Scepter. Rock Sling, Night Comet, Magma Shot. Interesting. Why do I have any of these things? Anyway, so the other kind of side effect of all of this, of me having played Nightreign for the last year, is I have very different opinions on a lot of the spells and things. I know a lot of these things are going to function differently. Oh man, I have so many spells. This is wild. You're a charge? You hurt me. And I can bop him with a staff. Bop. Bop. Yeah, so a lot of these come up in Nightreign. Nightreign is kind of a roguelike, kind of an extraction shooter sort of thing. It's you go in with nothing, you find a bunch of loot, you find, you know, random weapons and spells, and the weapons have randomized skills on them for the most part. And you can kind of shuffle things around or buy other things or whatever, but it's generally you're kind of just stuck with what you got. You're hoping to find things. You can find like a spellcasting seal. It'll have 2 spells on it. So you're hoping to find, you know, the good spells that you're after. Same with like the staves. You play as a character with like predefined stats, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, should I level up my int or get more FP, whatever. No, you get a level up, and it just raises all your stats, but they go up by a certain amount depending on what character you are. So, and then they, like, the weapons and stuff have passives on them. So like, hey, this has a really strong passive, therefore I will just keep this in my inventory and have it equipped. Or hey, this shield has terrible passives, but is just a good shield. Also, things have rarities, so like you can get a bad version of the shield and upgrade it to a better version of the same shield, and yada yada yada. So I have experimented and tried a lot of these things sort of on the different runs. Night Maiden's Mist I don't think is in Nightreign, but the glintstone spells definitely are. Crag, Pebble, the Great Shards, the Helix, the Comet, Azur's Comet, Loretta's Great Bow. This is like actually incredibly strong in Nightreign. I shouldn't say incredibly strong. It's incredibly versatile. There are much stronger spells. I don't even know if Rocksling is in Nightreign. It must be. Night Comet is considered one of the best. And raises magic attack but lowers damage negation. So I'm probably also going to like mix up some of the stats and how things work in this game compared to Nightreign. Quicker spellcasting time is probably the way to go. I also don't necessarily know like how the numbers and things are going to compare across the game, so this is just going to be by vibes for at least for this video. Radagon icon. So I was looking at stuff. The other thing that was throwing me off when I was going through my inventory was seeing this and this. Radagon's Great Rune, devoid of any benediction. Seek the divine tower of Caelid, which stands upon the precipice at the Dragon Barrow's shore. Same thing for Godric, the divine tower of Limgrave, which stands beyond the Great Bridge from Stormvale Castle. We forgot to, or I just didn't go power those up. It's hard to say whether I've forgotten or not. Spells. What do I even want? Like, what would I want as a spell here? Oh, the other thing is I have now seen, like, Ancient Death Rancor. Pretty good. You can get a passive where you'll just sometimes explode and a bunch of these skulls will come out of you in Nightreign. And then Tibia Summons. As a spell itself, it's like, it's whatever. But you can get a single skeleton chop on like weapons. So if I charge up and do like the charged heavy attack on a weapon that has that passive, after the heavy attack lands, bam, then you get a little skeleton go boop, pop out of the ground and chop. So you get some fun things, and I've like been able to see a bunch of these things. Shattering Crystal used to be the meta in Nightreign. It was like the most broken, overpowered thing ever. Freezing Mist, Frozen Armaments. Yeah, this is the stuff that I'm more interested in. Magma Shot is really good at reviving your teammates if they go down. Not the best, but it's a very good one if you're a Faith or a Int caster. Everything, my brain is just very Nightreign coded right now. I'm very Nightreign. Cannon of Haima is the ultimate for getting people up through the caster. So like, here's what I'm thinking. I would like to be going back to sort of my if I do another run, or whether I continue this one and go respec or whatever happens. I kind of want to play melee with some support spells instead of a long-range spellcaster. So I want to use spells like Scholar's Armament, Frozen Armament, probably more so on the Faith side, because there's a couple of interesting weapons that I'd like to use. So if I did that on the Faith side, it would be like the Order's Blade, Electrify Armament, Black Flame Blade, maybe? Don't know. I don't know for sure. But that's just kind of a thing that I'm thinking about. Oh, right. I can't buff you because the staff is in the wrong hand. Ah. What do you do? Expel stronger but cost extra FP. Staff that just is good but cannot ever get better. 244, 274, 171. So I'd probably want you instead. Anyway, as you can see, because I was tweaking my inventory, if we're gonna go, if I was gonna respec or start a new run or whatever, I would like to experiment with the fists. Fist weapons seem really fun, and there are a handful of very good faith, like strength and faith split ones. Cypherpada, which is just pure faith, is really interesting. I kind of want to try messing around with that. That could be fun. That could be a fun thing to use. The Clinging Bone is kind of a special case because it's arcane instead of faith. We'll come back to that one. Put a pin in that. Remember that. Iron Ball and then like the Star Fists are just like generic fist weapons. You can do other interesting things with them. So it'd be cool to just use those in general. They're incredibly strong at breaking enemy poise in Nightreign, so I'm assuming that holds true in Elden Ring, where they came from. If we're going to go back to the faith stuff, though, it'd be like Cypherpadas for holy damage, and then probably the grafted Dragon Fist, which I haven't made, but we could go make, for fire damage. That's a fist weapon. It needs like another fist to pair with it if you're going to do the thing. So here's the other aspect of all this. I like the idea of either power stancing or dual wielding in the case of like fists and claws, which is part of why I was so surprised to learn that I was doing claw stuff before. Gosh darn it. I every time you see me just crouch randomly, it's because I'm hitting the button that makes you sprint in Nightreign. So this is my life now. So if we do something like this, nope, that was the skill. Oh gosh, how... Oh, that's going to take a while to get used to. In Nightreign, you have left trigger and left bumper, or right trigger and right bumper, for your two different spells on your spellcasting focus. But here, left trigger did my skill. It's just going to take a while to get used to it. That's alright. I went crouching again. Oh, man! This game is so much slower. It's so much slower and like more deliberate than Nightreign. Okay. So things are just going to be rough in this video. Whatever I end up doing, it's just going to be rough. I'm warning you now, or I'm warning you again. It's just going to be a little rough. That's all. I'm probably just going to be derping around a little bit. We need to go find... I'm going to like get myself killed, but we need to go find Master Lusat, I believe. And I think he's just in Celia, or like around Celia. Is he like in the cave or something? Oh man, I remember him being in a cave. Is he in this cave? Chair Crypt of Celia? Do I need to, like, start at the Church of the Plague and work back up or something? Oh, man, I don't remember how to get to where I want to go. We'll try going here. I also just don't remember what I've done What do I need to level up? Probably a lot. Like 47,000. Okay. Okay, so we killed the boss and got access to this, right? For now, I probably am gonna want, like, some way of dealing with all the invisible guys out here. I feel like I need to go that way. It's just gonna go terribly. I'm gonna die. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm just gonna die because I don't remember how to play this game and I'm in like one of the most dangerous areas. I'm just in a terrible spot. Is this the slope that has boulders? No, it has skeletons. Okay. Alright, cool. Great. Okay, not a fan of that. That's kind of a dick move. Cool. Great. Whatever, man. Okay. So, if I'm doing faith-based stuff, I already talked about like the fist weapons I'd want to try. Oh, we're in... And I could hear a beetle. Beetles are different in this game. It's a whole different thing. Okay. Fist weapons, strength. There's the ball fists, which I have. Yeah, the iron ball, which you only get from the crab man in the lake, whatever his name is. Clinging Bone's weird because it's arcane. Again, we'll come back to that. Cypherpod is faith only. It only does holy damage. It does no physical. That's really interesting. Kind of want to mess around with that. Another option would be there's like the poison claws. There's like a couple of claws you could put the strength scaling on, and then they only scale with strength, which is interesting. If I did faith and dex, I'd want to try like there's like an idea for like some daggery stuff. So doing like the black knife would be kind of cool. That's dexterity and faith. I can't frostbite you. Oh, climbing this hill is just going to be like this. And then this isn't even like where I want to go necessarily. I want to go up. I want to go there. I don't remember how to get there. I don't know if it's connected to the down, like this lower area. Like, should we be going from the Celia understair and around? Maybe. Let's try that while I'm doing all this. I don't even know if this is the right cave. I just remember that there's a cave that has like a big weird crystal wall, and I believe that's where Lucette is. I found him in my first playthrough. Oh, you little twerps. Man, everything in this is just so much slower and clunkier than than in Nightreign. Right, everything's huge in Caelid for some reason. You die nice and quick, though. I'm worried that our cave is, like, up there somewhere. No, is this it? This doesn't seem like the right cave. I don't know. We'll see what it's called when we get inside. This is the crystal tunnel. This is where you get warped when things go bad, when you trigger the trap. Is this right? I don't know if this is right. I mean, that's definitely what this is. I don't know if this is the right place to go. I don't know if this is where I want to be. I mean, I definitely don't want to be here because this place is awful. But I don't know if this leads down to... Is it Lusat? I think Lusat's the one we're looking for. Let's just do Pebbles. That was working out alright last time. Can we see any of the creepy bug boys? Bugmen? Bugmen. Oh, a single pebble kills. That's very good to know. This is what I'm wondering if I should be using like magma shot or something. I don't know. I don't know if this will reach him. Hey, it worked. I only burnt through all of my FP to make that happen. Pebble. Pebble just seems the way to go. So the good thing about being in here, whether this is where I actually want to be or not, this is going to have a lot of smithing stones, which is really nice. I hate these guys. I hate them so much. That spell is so stupid. I don't know. Can we, like... something like this work? Can I hit him through the floor? Yes. Get wrecked, nerd. Okay. Alright. I suspect this is not the right cave, but you know what? We're here, I'm powerful, we're just gonna keep going. This is so much different from when the game first came out, and I, like literally everyone else playing the game fell for the trap and got sent here because this is terrible. Terrible, terrible place to arrive early on in the game. Oh, by the way, because I've been playing so much Nightreign, which I'm not going to shut up about, the other thing that's going to happen at some point, probably at some points, probably over and over and over again, is going to be me jumping off of a thing to my death because Nightreign does not have fall damage. And this game does. Mostly this game has fall lethality. I remember that. Okay, how the hell did we get over to the other side? It's gonna be like a ladder or something I'm missing, right? You have a ladder. I don't know how to get up to you. Ah. Man, Nightreign just has so much better movement. It has like a wall jump, so you can like wall hop to climb up things. It has like ledge grabs and stuff in certain instances. I probably could have gotten that. Oh well. Like it has things that are designed for you to climb. I shouldn't say that it has like ledge grabs. Hello. Oh, that's bad. Don't hurt me. Should have just shot you. But if I shot you, you would be dead. That's not true. I have to shoot you twice. Okay. It's the other big thing. I think I've mentioned this, but I don't know my power level currently. I have no basis of comparison or understanding of how strong I am at the moment. Because I am just being dropped into a game that is like 40 hours on. And I don't remember anything at all from when I was playing it initially. Okay. A lot of the gameplay stuff is going to come back to me. And I'll be honest, being a very ranged spellcaster with laser beams and stuff is quite nice right now. For sure. It's just going to be like remembering what I have and haven't done already. Rock blaster. Let's get whatever you are. Probably nothing important. It was absolutely nothing important, but it was right there. And I was able to get it. Just gonna keep this out. Oh! Like, in Nightreign, I could just double jump, like jump, bounce off the wall, like do a little wall hop, and just be up there. That would be nice. This is not Nightreign. The fact that I'm being made painfully aware of, increasingly so with each passing moment. Yeah, so basically, I already mentioned this just to try to wrap up the Nightreign conversation, other than the inevitable eternal comparisons that'll be happening. I've been playing Nightreign with my my friend group since the DLC came out, so like 6 months. Like we were playing it pretty much daily for 6 months, pretty close to it, and then just started getting interested in other things. Other friends wanted to play some other co-op with folks in my friend group. One guy in my group got really into Final Fantasy XI again. I just don't have the time to sync to do 11, so that's why I'm sitting that one out. And like just kind of, you know, having other interesting things popping up in combination with the fact that I think like out of our last like 16, 17 runs, something like that, like 14 of them have been Everdark bosses, which are the hard version. And it's so demoralizing to keep getting the same boss over and over and over again, and to just not quite have what it takes to beat him. And sometimes not having what it takes means you're just not in the right headspace to fight that particular boss. Sometimes it means you just literally don't have like the levels or the items that you need. Do we pebble? Do we comet? Maybe we comet? What does a comet do here? That's pretty good. I like that. That's quite good. I hear somebody in here making gross noises. Oh no! Oh, I hate these guys. Okay. Ooh, a somber smithing stone. Faithful Canvas Talisman. Did I not... Oh, we have the thing that boosts faith. This is boost incantations. That's funny. Game wants me to go faith. It's like, here, have even more faith-based things. I mean, it's not doing that. I chose to come here. Kind of just because I thought this might be... We're ready to go for the thing, but it's not. What is that in there? What are you? Probably ice crag? I don't know, man. I have no sense of like how strong different elements and things are going to be in this game either. Because again, I've been playing, don't know if you've heard about this, Elden Ring Nightreign. and things function very similar, but also noticeably different in that game. You're a falling star beast. Oh, I regret everything. I don't like being here. Oh, never mind. I'm murdering you. Yeah, animations are slower. I'm dead. Does this do extra damage to you like it does in Nightreign? Does not seem to be the case. You're doing this crap. Oh, come on. Okay, you know what? Somber Stone Miner's Bell Bearing. That's good to have. Somber 6, regular 7, and the Bell Bearing. Okay, so we can buy Somber Smithing Stones now. You know what? That makes all this worth it if I keep this run. I'm probably going to keep this one. I'm leaning towards that. I'm leaning towards just kind of respecking, not worrying about stuff behind us too much. I'm going to go get like some targeted specific items probably, but I think I just want to push through to late game Elden Ring and then bounce over to Shadows of the Erdtree and be comfortable with the build, but otherwise like relatively fresh and blind when it comes to the DLC stuff. So where the hell is the cave that we gotta find? It's near Celia. It's around Celia. Is the way to get there in Celia? I don't remember. I don't know. Okay. Since I can't, like, string together my thoughts coherently at all, if we go back to talking about the weapons and the stuff that I'm thinking about for the respec, because I said the word respec and it reminded me. So some fun weapons, right? We talked about all the fists. Black knife could be kind of cool. Something like that could be fun. But the other option would be, and this is dangerously close to what I did in my first playthrough. My first playthrough, I think I've mentioned this before several times. But I went all in on, I dabbled with like spells and mixed and matched and stuff, but then I went like super hard into arcane and I just did the dragon spells. So I had like arcane scaling weapons, like occult weapons or whatever, and I went super hard on specifically the Ezekiel's Decay, I think it is. Whatever the rot, like the named rot dragon is, that rot dragon breath is just, or it was, I think it got nerfed, but it was just insane. It was bonkers how strong that was. It was like way too powerful. You just like full rot breath, dump your full FP bar into an enemy, and then they're dead. And it kind of, like, if they didn't die right away, then you just waited like, 5 to 10 seconds and they were dead. It was way, way, way too good, and I enjoyed using it. So I want to avoid that specific dragon-based trap. Using like the other dragon spells, like the fist, or the dragon claw and the dragon maw, I should say, that would be kind of fun maybe. But let's go back to Pebble. I think if I go, like, if I do like an arcane thing, it would be to just use the arcane focus, but still cast regular faith-based spells, and I would still need the high faith to make that happen. At least enough. Oh, I gotta kill you again. At least enough to actually, like, oh no, I regret everything. Why did you turn around? Okay. I also need to see if there's a, like, keep lock-on setting or something. It annoys me when I have a group of enemies, I kill one, and then the lock-on goes away instead of snapping to the next target. So I might have to see what I can do about that. What are you? You're a battle mage. You're probably protecting the thing that I'm after. Okay. Sorry, got distracted by way more skeletons than I was anticipating. The whole reason I'm talking about the arcane stuff at all in the first place is because I really like using Mogwin's Sacred Spear in Nightreign, and that could be a very fun, probably boss-killing weapon to get in this game. So that is definitely on my radar. So if we go Faith and then respec some of that Faith, a lot of it probably into Arcane, so that I could use that as my melee weapon, that'd be fun and interesting. My other relatively, gosh darn it, that was me trying to sprint, just in case you didn't see me crouch in the bush there for no reason. The other interesting thing... the other thing about doing like faith-based spells is it would be kind of similar to this build. In some ways, probably. I don't know. I like the idea of doing I like the idea of incorporating buffs into my build, such as frozen armament, because I think that's cool. That's not a thing I've ever really done, but I have done it in Nightreign because, you know, when Nightreign gives you buff-shaped lemons, then you make buff-shaped lemonade out of it, as the saying goes. But I know that specifically, like, Golden Vow and Flame Grant Me Strength, I think those are the two. But anyway, those are like the two best buffs in Nightreign. Sorry, I'm gonna keep bringing it up. I thought I heard you. I know that they are incredibly popular to run in this game as well, so I'd maybe want to avoid that just if it is super duper popular, because I'm a hipster like that about certain things. You're going to drop like Gavel of Haima or something, right? Cool. You outranged me? Hold on. Okay, you have a problem? Help. I guess we just go Pebble, maybe? Hey, that's not fair. Okay. I'm playing fast and loose with my minimum number of health flasks. Beast Blood? We're playing Bloodborne now. What is Beast Blood for? I don't know, man. It's a crafting thing, I'm sure. Where the hell is that cave? I recall it being near you. I loosely remember some of this stuff. I don't know. I'm also just... I don't have the muscle memory or the instinct for riding around on Torrent yet, because you just run in Nightreign. You just run faster than Torrent. It's kind of cool. You just run around real fast. You can't summon Torrent, even if you wanted to in that game, but I'm gonna have to move you to the other hotbar or something. Oh. See, now I think we're too far away from Cilia. Am I gonna die if I do this? No. So that's the path of the church, and then that winds down Skeleton Path to where I died initially. That was not the button I meant to hit. That was me trying to go fast. That was me trying to hit the sprint button. Oh, it's gonna take a while to rewrite that muscle memory. Either way. Oh, do we need to go down? Oh, you point to the hero's grave, though, right? No, or the War Dead Catacombs is what I was thinking. No, close idea, but not actually fully baked. Okay. You're past the octopi. Oh. Let's just better safe than sorry at this point. Yeah, these guys are gonna die in one hit. These are small fry. I mean, honestly, you could probably just... Right. Nope, that's the wrong button again. Nope. Don't eat your arm. That's disgusting. Why would you do that? So getting the flask refills is very, very nice. It's super convenient. So what do you point to? Do you point to the thing way the hell over there? You do, because I can't activate you. You've already been activated. Okay. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh! Man, these skeletons are so annoying to deal with. Hey, look at that. We got a Michaela's Lily. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I feel like I've done a decent amount of remembering how to play. The funny thing is, I obviously don't know my way around the map, but I do still have a lot of the map in my memory. Like, I still remember, like, a lot of the broad strokes of getting around Caelid, and Limgrave. I remember, like, Limgrave has a huge amount in common with Nightreign, because I think it's based on Limgrave. So, like, there's, like, this lake. There'd be, like, a thing here, like a point of interest of some sort. There'd be a camp here, like ruins that you could deal with, which there are right there. There would be, like a cave over here that would go through, like, a tunnel to get to, like, over here, this side. There could be, like a church right here. This side, like I think this cliff is, like, a bit narrower here, but, yeah, there'd be, like, forests. There's, like, oh man, there's the ruined, like, husk of the minor Erd tree here. It's circular, right? So it cuts off a lot of the stuff around here. I guess it does include this up here, right? Because there's like a couple of jumps. There could be like a church here. We could get a flask. Come down here, there'd be like a boss like right around here. There'd be like a crab and a jump right around there. Big castles like right around here, which is kind of interesting because it's obviously not here right now. There's no big castle. There's just Murkwater Cave, which I think is Patch's Cave. Yeah. Limveld is just Nightreign. But like 10,000 years in the future or something. Whatever, however time works in these games. Okay. Sorry, I'm rambling. I will if we're going to pursue this, if I'm going to keep playing this playthrough, which now that I've kind of gotten back into it and I'm dabbling in it again a little bit. Like, why is this Grace pointing down here? Because we never made it to Castle Morn? I guess I never finished Castle Morn. I don't even know what we would get from doing that. You're pointing... I assume just into the academy? That seems weird, because we did the academy stuff. These are going to be pointing up to Carrion Manor, right? Yes. Which we did, but we still have, like, some side questy things there. Volcano Manor. I don't know if I want to do that whole Volcano Manor quest. I do kind of want to go to Poison Town. And I remember that once we got up to Altus Plateau, I kind of just beelined for Dung Eater. So there's a lot more to do. In fact, I think we have to get... Do we got to get, like, really close to... Who is it? Radagon? The fake Radagon? Gideon? I believe we fight also. Is that who we fight in here? I don't remember. Man, like I have just like the faintest tickle of memory for a lot of this stuff. But I think the Starfist is like right around here somewhere. Like right around the big Colosseum thing, which I think is where Goldmask is hanging out eventually. Man, I wonder if I like screwed up on the Goldmask quests, actually. I don't even know where that guy would be. Shoot, what's his name? Brother Karen or something like that? Church of Vows is Turtle Pope. Yeah, I would have to... That's probably a very strong deciding factor. Okay, let's go very slowly to the Table of Lost Grace. I want to see what like bell bearing shop stuff we have access to. Nope, that's fingers. Ew.
Ah, I had been waiting for your return. I've decided to leave the Round Table Hold. I'm off in search of a noble scholar known as the Gold Mask, to beg his instruction. We may not meet again for some time. If there's any incantations you wish to learn, now's the moment.
Okay. We can give prayer books to like Turtle Pope and stuff. So this is probably because I made it to Altus Plateau, right? Cure poisons, maybe not bad. Magic resistance would matter if we were going into Magic Town, but we already did that. Fire damage negation. Probably good if we're doing Volcano Manor stuff. Shockwave is awful. Catch Flame and Flame Sling, who cares? The Urgent Heal, yeah, I don't care about your spells all that much. I'll buy those just in case, but do your thing, buddy. I don't know if I need to buy his spells. He shows up again in the Gold Mask stuff if I haven't like already ruined that quest line. Which I don't know if I have or not.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Yeah, that's kind of the big thing, is I don't remember where I left off with a lot of these quests. Getting doing his thing. There is no Dung Eater, I dealt with him already. So, Celavis, we bought all his spells. Tops, his baby spells. Rogier. Ashes of War, that's right. PETA. Don't remember who you are. Buy another larval tier, though, if I need to. That's a pretty good arcane weapon. That's like the arcane weapon. That would be nice to have if I were doing arcane things, which I don't really want to. Black leather shield looks cool, but whatever. This guy. We could buy his boiled crabs, because I got his thing. Okay. And then this is just the generic stuff. Rune arcs. Ciphers. I'm not playing online, so it doesn't matter. Smithing Stone Force. We can take any weapon up to plus 12 for free. Air quotes around free, because obviously it costs, but it's a replenished cost. It's a cost in runes, but we have access to an infinite amount of the smithing stones. That's what I'm trying to say. Good grief. You know what I mean. Somber smithing stones, 1 and 2, that's it. That's rough. Ashes. Renowned ashes to plus 3, so we can take any ash up to plus 3. Random weapons. Seal. And just junk. Okay. The rune arcs would be kind of nice. We don't have any active runes. That's probably a thing that we should go take care of. Okay, that kind of answers my question about where we are with access to like upgrading weapons and stuff. Man, it's weird to see like the OG version of the Round Table Hold, because again, Nightreign. It's like a little bit different Nightreign. Well, and then the other thing is I'd want to get like the Grafted Dragon Fist and stuff also, if I'm going to respect all that. Blacksmith and the Spirit Ash Lady. And then Fia, we would have to deal with you also. I wouldn't have to. I'd want to. Probably. I did her quest in my original playthrough. I like your armor. Your armor is wild. You're such a weirdo. Everyone in this game is such a weirdo. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out where I am with the quests. Nefeli should be fine. I don't know where I left off with the Ronnie side quest stuff. We summoned... Jeez. Did we restart the meteors? We did, right? Because I killed... inventory. Good grief. I killed Radon, didn't I? Star Scourge Radon? Don't I have his soul? Yes. So do we not have access to Nokron? What do I have to do to get that to happen? Is that part of Ronnie's quest to get access to Nokron? Maybe. I don't know how much I care about anything in there in particular. I just want to go there because it's a cool area. I remember liking that. So maybe I'm going to have to refresh myself and see where I'm at with regards to Ronnie's quest and Nokron. Karen and the Gold Mask quest. I don't think we've missed anything critical there. That should be fine, right? You don't bump into Gold Mask anywhere early on, do you? I don't think so. It is Ronnie's quest, because that's how you get up here. So that's going to be a whole thing. Are there any other NPC quests I'm super concerned about? Alexander, maybe? I'd want to make sure that we're doing his quest. Mostly just because I enjoy him. I enjoy his company. Selin, we're working on her quest. I don't know if I don't think I ever finished her quest. I know that I at least got to pick a side between her and the jester guy, whatever his name was, from Radon's castle. There was like a like invasion where I could either help her or help him kill her, and I remember doing that, and then I don't remember anything beyond that. I don't remember any outcome or anything like that. I think that was like the last step I did of her quest. Obviously, we gotta go find Lusat, who's in a thing here, and I'm sure if I just stare at the map, I could find it, but I'm probably just gonna look up where I need to go, to be honest. I remember going in there and not having a thing, and being like, well, this is weird, and then, learning that that's where one of the other primeval Goldstone sorcerers lie. We do also need to get over here to the bridge and power up our runes. There's going to be multiple runes where you have to power both of them. And the last thing is thinking about if I want to respec. I'm kind of enjoying hanging back and pew pew, but it's also kind of dull. I'd kind of rather be more melee focused and having access to spells as like a backup. And then just like, you know, in Nightreign, sorry, I'm going to keep bringing it up, I use the Discus of Light spell quite a bit because it's very cheap and does decent enough damage if you kind of build around it. So I'm curious, like, how would that shake out in this game? Yeah, so I got some plans. I think I'm just gonna stick with this, but it's gonna depend on the outcome of those quests. So I gotta go back and refresh myself, see which quests are still doable, see where I left off. I'm probably gonna have to comb through some of my VODs. Oh boy, it's gonna be a whole thing. So maybe we're not gonna get a follow-up video to this one right away. Also, can I still... Oh... Best thing about Nightreign is you can just hit your turbo sprint and run through all these things to break them. You don't have to roll through them one by one to break them all. And the other thing is I spent a lot of time standing up here on this. Yeah, so I got a little homework to do before I decide if I am sticking with this playthrough and just respecking, or if we're moving on to the fresh beginnings of another one. And if I do that, I'll probably do a lot of the early game stuff off camera. You don't need to see me grinding levels until I can equip my first ever weapon so that I can finally tackle Stormvale Castle again. I'll just start you at Stormvale if that's the case. But yeah, okay, I'm done rambling for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Elden Ring, it's back. Woohoo! And yeah, see you next time. May the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you. Also, let me know if you think that I should start a new run or if I should try to continue this one, because I'm just not quite sure what I want to do yet.